Security Officer's Log, Stardate 58.04. Living amongst humans is stifling, and because of my interaction with them, I have developed an unusual illness. The illness is not contagious, hence why I'm back at work, but unfortunately it does interfere with one's life somewhat. The doctor is looking into ways of controlling the symptoms, but until then, my only friend is a tissue box. In regards to the climate controls, we have fixed some of the issues and have some normalcy restored to the ship. However, we have gotten reports that in some areas of our ship, we have discovered snow. Very unusual, and we're looking into the matter. We also received a communication from crew member David involving ideals of Mecha series. We'll find out what that's all about next. Hey everybody, what's going on? Kio-chan here, and welcome to another Thursday here on VlogsOfSeven. And this week, David basically asked me to describe my ideal Mecha series. It really shouldn't be any surprise to anyone that my ideal Mecha series follows a similar pattern to Gundam 00. Because Gundam 00 was so amazingly well done, I think it should be a model for future Mecha series. A lot of the stuff that I'm going to talk about in today's video will mirror what David said in his video yesterday, because the two of us agree on a lot of these points. The first being the characters themselves. You have to have a very strong cast of characters, both the lead type characters and the supportive cast. The lead character should or could have a dark, mysterious past that they have to work through the entire series. Sort of what Setsuna had to go through in Gundam 00. Setsuna had to deal with all the things that happened in his youth as he was dealing with all the conflicts externally and internally throughout the entire series. And I think that is a good thing to have in a lead character. As far as the supporting cast goes, they should be able to balance out the lead character. And I think it's not fair for one character to have the spotlight on them all the time. In my ideal series, I think that every character should have the spotlight on them at least once throughout the series, so that not every episode is about that one lead character. I think that it would be better to show development in all of the characters, so that that way your viewers actually care about the characters and can develop a relationship with them, as well as understanding of what they're going through. So I think that's important for the characters to have. Second of all is the way that the story is played out. You have to have plot. If you don't have plot, you don't have anything. Fighting is cool. It looks nice in animation, but your story can't just be about fighting. There has to be development of the characters. There has to be some explanation as to why there is all this fighting. I do like how Gundam 00 did their plot. How they showed all of the factions and showed the conflicts between the factions and how people try to solve these issues and all that stuff. I think that that would be good to have in a series as well. Have some kind of plot that moves the series along and not just have people fighting each other every episode. It gets kind of dull and it gets repetitive if you just have fighting and explosions and all that fun stuff. So you need to have plot. Number 3, now this really isn't important, but it kind of adds in to all of this, is the animation style itself. Most of the time, the animation style or the drawing style is a bonus because I look more toward the plot than anything else. But if you don't have a good animation style, a lot of people may be turned off by it. There are some anime series that do have unusual art styles, and not a lot of people would be drawn to it. So if you have great animation, that's also a plus. So you have to have great characters, you have to have plot, you can have lots of violence, but you need plot to drive it, and you need some good animation. So those are some of the things that I would incorporate in my ideal mecha series. I pretty much just repeated what David said, because that really is important to a lot of people who watch mecha series or anime or read manga in general. So that's basically my answer to his question, is basically his own answer. Sorry about that, but I really couldn't think of anything else that I would incorporate in my own ideal mecha series. As for the question for Oki-chan, I randomly came up with this one. What do you think attracts people to a mecha type series like Gundam or any other series that has to do with giant robots? What do you think attracts people to those types of series? So that's my question for Oki-chan. We will see her tomorrow, and that is it for me this week. I will see you guys next week. Until then, have a good day, everyone. Bye!